We are now joined by front office analyst and NFL expert Marc Ross. And Marc, before the season, we were talking and you said you thought the Bengals had one of the best receiving corps in the league. After watching the 21 season and their playoff run, do you still echo that same sentiment?
Yeah, I think they made me look good, right? You know, I would love Jamar Chase, as we talked about in camp, but then he even exceeded expectations for what I thought. He was the best college receiver I had scouted since A.J. Green and Julio Jones came out, and I thought he'd do well, but I mean, for what he did, just explode and be probably had the best rookie season ever, far exceeded expectations. But I just will think you'll see him get better. But with T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd, just that crew that they have, I think, and the continuity with Burrow another year, and the confidence that they went through this year with the Super Bowl run, I think that'll make them even better, where you're going into things, not trying to figure it out now, like, okay, we're the favorites, we're good, we're going to prove that we're good. So I think you'll see an even better Bengals receiving corps and Joe Burrow next year.
He wins Comeback Player of the Year, takes major strides in year two. Just what did you see out of the development that he showed this season?
Well, I've always loved him coming out, and he started looking like kind of mid-year what he looked like at LSU, where just spread everybody out and let me pick people apart. And then I just think that's really kind of where the Bengals offense kind of flourished. His vision and accuracy and decisiveness are kind of rare and special at what he does.
There's a lot of untapped potential with this Bengals offense. So what do they need to do in those next steps to try to make a run to get back to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I think at untapped potential, you're talking about Jackson Carman, who, you know, people don't understand. You draft a player. He played left tackle his whole career there at Clemson. And, okay, now just go throw him in there at right guard. And it's hard. You know, there's nuances. There's technique that you have to learn. And a guy like that who, although he is super talented, it's not easy to learn a different position while you're trying to just learn to be an NFL player. So I think he's another guy that could step up. Now the Bengals will have to attack, okay, free agency. Who's a guy that's the best fit for us in free agency? And then the draft, good thing for the Bengals. I think the offensive line group is the strongest position group.
Now, when you look at the defensive side of the ball, this time last year, they really overhauled that side, and especially that cornerbacks room, bringing in Mike Hilton, Chidobe Awuzie, and then eventually Eli Apple. What did you make out of the play of the secondary?
They really made a lot of plays throughout the year. And you know, talking about free agency and getting better in training camp, it was like Trey Hendrickson, how much of an impact will he be? I mean, that was an incredible signing, just how he transformed and helped the defense. When you've got that guy up front, it helps the DBs out, and the DBs were opportunistic in the plays that they made throughout the year. You know, they really held their own.
And Marc, you've been in the NFL a long time. You've been to Super Bowls. You know how tough it is to get back. But with the way the Bengals are set up, do you see this as a team who does have the opportunity in the next year or 2 years to kind of make a run at things and really make their name known in the NFL?
You would think so. And the reason why is they're kind of built differently, where, okay, the Rams won this year. We know that was a super team they threw together. Not a lot of young talent. Tampa Bay last year was, hey, Tom Brady goes there, transform it. Where I look at the Bengals and they have the best young core of talent in the league. That core should carry them for a long time. And you got Joe Burrow, you got a whole bunch of talent. Now let's grow and get better. Can't take anything for granted in the NFL that you'll be back, but at least it is set up and it looks like you have the foundation.